What's the opposite of stress? In my world, it's cozy. And I'm going to do my best to make people's lives less stressful and more cozy. And I know what you're probably thinking. What can I do to make people's lives less stressful and more cozy? I'm just one person, one little old person with no power. But cozy is not rocket science. It's not something that requires power. Everything a person needs to create coziness is actually free. So I'm going to read something that I wrote. In my perfect dream home, people would be so eager to get their hands on that doorknob because once they come inside, everything would be magically transformed. They would know that they are loved, accepted, appreciated, and respected. The good in them would be seen. The love would be so thick they could cut it with a knife. The joy would be so abundant and rich, no one could contain it all. It would bounce off their heart and off their entire being. Everybody is loved, and everybody loves each other. Everybody knows they are valued, and that everybody else is too. Everybody's needs are met. Everybody is full and happy and comfortable. And any lies they ever believed, they now know the truth. And even if people aren't physically inside my house, I want my life to be the same way. I want people to know that they can come to me at any time and I'll have compassion for them, and I'll also try to have practicality for them also. I want people to see Jesus through me. This is my perfect dream life. Everything I just said, all summed up, is my definition of cozy. Of course, there are people and places in our lives that are not cozy. And while I don't want to give a whole lot of attention to the uncozy, I will say a little so that it can be compared with the cozy. So here's a little to say about the uncozy. If someone doesn't have love in their heart, they will find the bad in you. They will find bad that you didn't even know was there. They will find bad that's not even there. They will lie and say it's there even when it's not. And some people are so evil, they'll even believe their own lies. They will take one thing that you can't do, or a so-called flaw, and magnify it, blow it way out of proportion, and rub it in your face. But they won't mention the 99 other things that you do with great excellency and perfection, and all the people's lives who have changed because of it. But a good person, if asked to speak about the one bad thing, will say, God did not give all the talents to all people. You are correct. She cannot crochet. And by the way, that's just an example. God did not give her that talent or desire. But what about all the other 99 things she can do? What about the homemade biscuits and gravy that you love going over to her house to eat? What about the groceries she bought for that mother with 3 kids and no money? What about her ability to talk to people and give them encouragement? What about all those times she babysat your kids for free? What about all those rides she gives to people? So you're saying just because she can't crochet, she's a piece of junk. Now, getting away from the uncozy and back to the cozy. We don't keep a record of who does what. I didn't want you to get that impression. We just do things because we love each other, not so we can get another tally mark by our name. In a true cozy world, everybody is loved. The love is so thick you can cut it with a knife. If we could turn this mental and emotional cozy into physical cozy, we'd have a lot of fluff. Fluffy, thick cotton balls, marshmallows, pillows, whipped cream, cupcakes with mile-high swirly frosting. And the cumulus clouds outside would be more than water droplets. They'd be fluffy cotton that could actually be lounged on. And the outdoors would be a huge rose garden with a fragrance so thick you want to run and jump for joy. So even though you probably will not find marshmallows or whipped cream or even cupcakes if you come inside my house right now, I do want you to find the mental or emotional version of all that. I want you to find love and acceptance and appreciation and respect. I want you to find security and safety and worthiness and hope. I want you to find cozy. And one more quick story before I go. One time there was a lady who owned a business. It was a Christian business, but the product itself was secular. She said there was a man who needed a break from everything. So during his breaks, he would come to her business to sit in the lobby because that's where he found comfort and love. Now, I know most businesses will not allow outside people to come in and sit inside their lobby on their breaks. You don't need to be there unless you're actually there on a business reason. But I think it is great that she allowed him to come there on his breaks. And it's also great that he found that comfort and love at her place of business. That's how I want people to feel about me. I want them to feel comfort and love when they're around me or in my home. And you know what? It's not me, it's Jesus. I'm just a vessel. And after I die, that's how I want to be remembered. Someone who brought in buckets of love. Someone they felt secure around and who filled their needs. And it hasn't always been this way with me. I've always craved cozy, but didn't know exactly what it was I was craving. I didn't know how to give cozy to others because I didn't have it myself. And I know for a long time in my life, I was not that vessel. So long story short, I've now found cozy and I'll do my best to spread it to others. So that's my story about cozy. See you next time.